welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and in today's video we're going to be testing out and playing with the Ofra Lotus Collection. So Ofra recently came out with this collection. You've got an eyeshadow palette and you've got 4 highlighters. And a little bit about the collection. It says that this collection represents the ability to start fresh and head in a new direction, which makes it a perfect representation of all our new collection. The Lotus collection includes our first ever illuminating finishing powders, so they're not even highlighters, they are finishing powders. So finishing powders, pure glow for a natural radiant finish. Made just like our highlighters, the powders glide onto the skin, can be worn on bare skin or over makeup, and can even be built into a subtle highlighter. We are going to be using 1 or 2 for that. The Lotus eyeshadow palette is also all new and features an enhanced shadow formula for an even more pigment payoff. With a mix of metallics, neutrals, mattes, and pops of color, this 12-pan palette is one of those that you will keep coming back to. We really hope you enjoy this collection and maybe even try something new. Definitely excited to give that a go. I'm really excited with the way that they describe the eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. This retails for $39. And it says all new, which means these are shades we've never seen. It's a 12-pan palette and you've got a mixture of mattes and shimmers. Now listen, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I am gassed or immediately excited by this. To be honest, from first impression, I'm not excited because there are no deepening shades, but I've learned to give stuff a go and not have a first impression that lasts throughout. Like, this is my first impression, but I'm very open to trying this out. I did lightly swatch this shade and I was blown away by the pigmentation, so I'm very excited. It looks like a very simple color story, like those one and done types of looks, which I absolutely love because they're my favorite for everyday makeup. So yeah, I'm excited to try. So here are just a few quick swatches of some of the shimmer shadows that jump out at me, and that's that like periwinkle type of shade that I absolutely love that I swatched. So you know, they look like these 3 definitely look like everyday type of colors, so I am very excited to see how that translates on the eye. And then there are 4 finishing powders. So start off with Lotus Blossom, which I do like the transparent packaging. I think that's quite cute, and I love the component. It looks really, really nice. You can see the design like a lotus. This particular one says highlighter at the back. So this is what this one looks like. Let's give it a swatch. Yeah, this one is definitely a highlighter. I would not use this as a finishing powder. This is definitely a highlighter, you know. See if I blend it out a little bit, because this can look a little bit intimidating just flat out swatch. Now that's much better. It's a beautiful gold type of highlighter. Translates really pretty, really nice. And we've got this one called Light. Light is a finishing powder. It says so at the back. I'm not gonna dip my finger into this one because it's not gonna work for me. I'd rather add this to like a giveaway pot. So this is Light. Medium is more my speed, so this is the finishing powder. Just gonna I love this packaging. I'm gonna give it a swatch. Feels very soft, very velvety. Maybe medium is a little bit too light. Yeah, that's too light for me. So that's medium anyway. Right, so this is deep. See what this one swatches like. Okay, yeah, so this one works a little bit more for me. Still a little bit light, a little bit, but we can use this one. Alright, so from first impression, I do like the packaging of this. I do wish that the deep was deeper, because if the deep barely works for my skin tone, anyone darker than me is not going to get the opportunity to try any of this. Plus, it kind of looked a little bit darker online, so I was kind of hoping that it would look quite deep on the skin. However, it is beautiful. The highlighter in Lotus as well is gorgeous. So yeah, the highlighters and the finishing powder retail for $35, and the eyeshadow palette is $39. You can obviously use my code Medeaij to save some money off your order. So what we're going to do is I'm going to carry on and do my makeup like normal. I'll use the shadows from the palette. I'll also use the finishing powder and the highlighter, and I'll come back to you at the end of the video with my first impressions about the way they perform on the face and on the eyes. So yeah, let's go. let's talk about my first impressions. I'll start with the eyeshadow palette. I mean, you can tell from the video that I enjoy quick and easy eyeshadow looks, especially when the color lends itself to that. I'm not gonna lie, first impression, I didn't think much of the color story, but I mean, you can create so many beautiful everyday looks just by the color combination that I did. So this in the outer corner, this in the crease, and any of the shimmer shades on the lid already creates looks. You've also got this and this. You can pop this all over the lid. I can see it. I can see it as an everyday easy eyeshadow palette. I do love the formulation of this one. The matte shadows blend a lot better. Is less powdery than some of the other Ofra palettes, and I love how buttery the shimmer shades are. Literally glided on the minute I popped it on my lid. So I'm a huge fan of this. This is definitely an everyday easy type of eyeshadow palette. I wish there was a slightly darker shade and not just this one, but like a darker brown, because then that would really pull the palette together. But I'm sure you can reach for that in other eyeshadow palettes. I love how interesting this is. I love the pigmentation of the shimmer shades, and it does hit the brief as being an everyday easy eyeshadow palette that you can create so many versatile looks. Like, I mean, you can't fault it. It looks beautiful. So let's move on to the highlighter. So the highlighter in Lotus, I have it a little bit on my cheekbone here, and it is very beautiful. It does catch the light. Ofra is known for their highlighters, so I expected nothing less than wonderful from them. So this hit the brief. I do like the packaging of this. I love that it's transparent and you can actually see the product. Kind of wish all the other highlighters had like a transparent cover, because sometimes with the whole white it's very difficult to actually see the product. You have to open each one. So I do like that this has a transparent cover. I do like that the packaging has like the lotus leaf and the imprint. Everything is so beautiful, so well done. So I am a huge fan of this highlighter. It performs very beautifully and it will work on a multitude of skin tones, which I love. Now, speaking about skin tones, I unfortunately am not a fan of the all over finishing powder, only because it left like a gray cast on my face rather than like a beautiful glow, and I only think it's because it's not my skin tone. Even the deep doesn't really work for me. If you're lighter than me, you could probably use this. So I'm a little bit disappointed that this doesn't come in dark enough shades for me and other darker skin, people. I just feel like this is for a certain level of person and it just doesn't hit the brief. I'm so disappointed I didn't get to enjoy this, but this is definitely not a product that I will be using again just because of that cast. But by all means, if you do purchase any of the other shades and it works for you, do let me know what you think about it. I do like how shiny it looked. It didn't look too shiny. It had like a matte, shiny kind of look to it. So I do like the idea. It's just unfortunate that the color just doesn't work for me. And that is it. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as I said, if you want to shop on Ofra, you can use my discount code Medeaij and it will give you, I believe it's 20% off your order. So definitely use that code. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think. On this channel we do everyday easy beautiful eyeshadow looks, and this is one of them. So definitely let me know what you think about this look, and if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and turn on your notification bell so you know when next I release a video. And remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives will always matter, and I'll catch you in a future video. Bye.